This is the response for the Reed Supermarkets case analysis. We're Group C: Tom, Danielle, Julianne, Brittany, Katie, Michael, and Colby. Our agenda today: we'll go through Group B's recommendations, highlight our SWOT analysis that we created based on the case study, show the customer demographic, and then share our marketing vision for Reed Supermarkets going forward, our financial forecast, before we end with a conclusion. Group B's recommendations were mainly around three areas: delivery and pickup services, expanding prepared food options, and long-term experiential shopping. The delivery and pickup services, the idea behind this is to use an app that would be user-friendly and overall increase the convenience for the customer. For the prepared food, this would go after higher margins for Reed Supermarkets and would appeal to a new customer base. Long-term experiential shopping, this would focus on customer service and quality that are strengths for Reed. The SWOT analysis we created based on our review of the case study. We have strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats for Reed Supermarkets. The strengths that we highlighted are for customer service and quality. Those were found throughout the case study, as well as attractive stores and long hours. The weaknesses that Reed Supermarkets has is they tend to have higher prices. They don't have the convenience that an Amazon fast delivery would have, and they don't have the highest margins in the industry. The opportunities we felt were present for Reed includes a loyalty program, experiential shopping, focusing on their advantage for local, and focusing on pet owners, that portion of their customer base. The threats that we see applicable to Reed include a decline of customer loyalty across the industry, and these competitors that are growing for private label, as well as supercenters, warehouse clubs, and discount stores. The customer demographic that we highlighted and we'll use to target for our recommendations are as follows. We have the age. Reed's customers tend to be a little bit older, part of the baby boomer generation. Their household tend to be a little bit smaller, can be empty nesters. Their median income is about $58,000. It's 12% higher than the area's median income. And they also tend to be more likely to be pet owners, 20% higher than the area average.
After looking at the customer demographic profile for Reed Supermarket, we realized there was an opportunity to do additional research around the baby boomer generation to understand what type of shopping experience they expected. The age range for this generation is 53 to 71 years old, and while they are downsizing households, they're still spending an average of $314 a month on groceries alone. They're technologically capable, with most of them owning iPhones and shopping online, but that's not their main source of shopping, and they actually prefer an in-store experience, with 84% shopping in store compared to other generations. Now, when they are in store, they're expecting high quality service and experience, and when they get that, they become loyal shoppers. 93% of boomers reported shopping most often at the same grocery retailer as last year. This is great because they have high spending power, making up 70% of the disposable income in America. So they're less likely to care about store brands or lower priced items, especially because they value higher quality. Another area where they differ is they care significantly less than any other generation around the ready-to-eat or prepared foods. Based on the demographic and what the baby boomers are expecting in a shopping experience, we really think that Reed Supermarket can stay true to their brand and double down on their strengths. So this includes maintaining superior customer service, continuing to be a higher-end supermarket, focusing on premium private label, and maintaining attractive stores. All of these things will ensure that they keep the baby boomers coming back, who are a loyal customer base. Where they can focus less on is establishing more value items. Lower priced items are great, but it's not an area that they need to invest more in. The second is building out a pickup and delivery program. While this might appeal to a younger generation, it's not their main customer demographic, and it's also not true to their brand of being a boutique high-end supermarket. And lastly, creating more prepared foods. We think that they should maintain the ready-to-eat and prepared food section that they have today, since it is already high quality. Now, with the demographic of baby boomers and Reed staying true to who they are, we think they can focus in, from a marketing standpoint, on building loyalty. So this comes to life through the interaction model inside of the space, as well as a loyalty program. So the first piece is creating personal connection. Baby boomers really value knowledge, advice, and guidance, and knowing a personal connection within the store. So having employees strategically placed around the store to show availability, either for a quick conversation, to learn about a customer, or to offer them advice or guidance, will go a long way. The second is ensuring a superior customer service. So we'll leave it up to management to really drive this forward, but we encourage them to incentivize employees who go above and beyond the customer service experience. And we think they should continue the cookie program and walking groceries to the car without an expected tip. Where we think the money should really go is a loyalty program. It's proven to work with the baby boomer generation, and it rewards shopping and creates returning customers.
Another initiative that we would recommend for Reed supermarkets is in with their marketing and experiential shopping initiatives. And we've called this the Community First Initiative. What we recommend is a one-year trial. During this one-year trial, Reed supermarkets will focus entirely on the local community in and around the areas in which their stores are located and throughout the Columbus market. Each store will be allocated $1,000 per month. It will be a stipend to be used at the discretion of the store manager and hopefully delegated down to the employees. Some of the possible use cases of these discretionary funds would be to assist in any of their customers in times of accident, layoffs, deaths in the family, or other serious incidents that occur. Also, this can be used by by employees to make amends to their customers if there are negative experiences that happen, either with a product or with another employee or something, that would leave a bad taste in the mouth of a customer. The employee could use these funds to purchase a new piece of produce or product, or can be used as a voucher to give that customer the ability to buy additional groceries. Also, the employees can use this as a raffle, where they can, as their customers come in and apply to a raffle, the winner will get a week's worth or a month's worth of groceries. They can use these funds to potentially sponsor baking or cooking classes that they could put on, as we know that our target market is a bit of the older baby boomer generation who are now entering retirement. This could be a fun event to kind of, again, bring in that local community, that local feel. The possibilities are really endless on what could be done with these funds. The benefits that we see from this are that it makes Reed feel much more of a small town, a small community type store, where it's not competing with the big box super Walmarts and some of the other large grocers. They'll have that feel of the small community that those folks, that their customers can really get that more personal connection and personal feel. It will continue to build on our strength, or on Reed's strength, of customer service and experience. As customers who potentially gain some of the benefits of this Community First initiative and some of these discretionary funds, they will truly feel that Reed is a partner, is somebody in their life that they can trust and who will be there for them during major life events. And then it really provides the opportunity for word of mouth marketing, which we know is one of the best marketing options out there. As customers who have had positive experiences with Reed in this regard will be able to talk to their friends and neighbors about it. When we look at the financials and the cost and benefits associated with some of our recommendations, particularly the new initiatives in the Community First and the loyalty program, we see some really positive benefits. Looking at the financial statements here on the average store, we see that the cost, in particular for Community First and the loyalty program, end up being fairly negligible. At $1,000 per store per month, we have a cost of $12,000 per year for the Community First initiative. And looking at what a loyalty program starts to cost as a startup is very high or higher in the first year and subsequently gets lower and lower. So the first year we're looking at a potential maximum cost of $35,000. So combine the two large initiatives come in at under $50,000 per store. If we look at just what a loyalty program can potentially do for a store or a grocer such as Reed, it's got potential of increasing overall revenue up to 10%. So being a bit conservative, we looked at numbers increasing our potential revenue or overall revenue at 2.5%, which brought us up about $500,000 per year on our gross margin line and to $2.7 million in operating profit, which is a 23% overall increase. So we see that for less than $50,000 expense on these two initiatives, we can grow our top line by $500,000 and increase our operating profit by 23%. So in conclusion, we would recommend that Reed Supermarkets not move into the delivery and prepared food. This could be disastrous to our competitive advantage. These are not strengths of Reed Supermarkets, nor are they differentiators in today's grocery store environment. We believe that Reed should double down on our strengths, focusing on our customer base, as well as maintaining our strong reputation for customer service and quality. We do believe that we should introduce loyalty programs, which will increase customer retention and drive overall revenue, as well as begin the Community First initiative, which will create a small community atmosphere, will increase our employee customer engagement, and facilitate word-of-mouth marketing. So by focusing on service and quality, this will continue to be a successful recipe for Reed Supermarket moving forward. Thank you.